Yo. I'm going with Daylight TV. Live show. 8. 2 episodes every Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. I'm going to get into the music. We're going to start the show in a minute. I'll play y'all some exclusive. The new project. Get with you by Marvin. While I finish setting up over here. But, hey, we was actually a time today, too, like, we started at that. Get into
Fuel's got that heat.
Southside, New York City. You are now rocking with Daylight. Mobbing on earth, boy. MOE for life. Give it to die mob. If you know, you know. Be back outside with it. Power of a dollar had me outside. Big bully like that nigga out the south side. Gorilla moving unit, nigga know I'm about mine. Get rich or die mob, and this is my grind. Power of a dollar had me outside. Big bully like that nigga out the south side. Gorilla moving unit, nigga know I'm about mine. Get rich or die mob, and this is my grind. Never had a metaphor for change, just a scheme to get it. Whole squad reign supreme when the team committed. A young buck having bank, I was dreaming bigger. Talking New York with the yayo that was fiending, nigga. I did the kingpin too. He made the dress on the neck, but he ain't do shit to me. His brother made him eat a dick, and he ain't do shit to him. So when I told him eat a dick, that ain't no new shit to him. Glad after about the time when he was snitching to the cops. All he said what had happened wasn't fiddling with his watch. Everybody in the comments like, nigga, fix your watch. Got a movie finna drop before your movie, nigga, watch. It hit different when you the budget. And bitch, you come to fruition quicker when you a hustler. I ain't gotta say your name, you got mine in your mouth. Your daddy's out with no legs, now your time running out. Where you going? Power of a dollar had me outside. Big bully like that nigga out the south side. Over unit, nigga know I'm about mine. Get rich or die mob, and this is my grind. Power of a dollar had me outside. Big bully like that nigga out the south side. Gorilla moving unit, nigga know I'm about mine. Get rich or die mob, and this is my grind. This shit sweet like Diddy House with 50 boys. Niggas think they big me, I turn them back to 50 boys. Telling me to label me the bully like I'm 50 boy. Let a nigga get but I hit his ass with 50 more. Style running through like the glass at the liquor store. King with the juice. But don't worry about the bitch before. Baby, I'm the truth. Daddy got me on her vision board. I'ma tell you like I told this little bitch before. Hey, you know you rolling with some killers, right? You heard me? Any drama, we gon' spend the night. You heard me? On my mama, I got him in the ride. You heard me? Cock back, bang bang, man down, pull off. So yo, you rockin' with the biggest, right? You heard me? Not a model, but got my figures right. You heard me? Ain't no secret, I been that nigga, boy. You heard me? Bang bang, gang gang, man down, come on, that's how we do it. Power of a dollar had me outside. Big bully like that nigga out the south side. Gorilla moving unit, nigga know I'm about mine. Get rich or die mob, and this is my grind. Power of a dollar had me outside. Big bully like that nigga out the south side. Gorilla moving unit, nigga know I'm about mine. Get rich or die mob, and this is my grind. New York City, New York, what up? Staten Island and worldwide. Shout out to Southside, the whole Queens. QU, Daylight. Mobbing on earth, boy. MOE for life. Give it to die mob. You know what's going on. Hey, yo, 50, holla at me with that bag. For the right price, I say,
Fuel's got
bricks in the sleeves and they go for the low. Got dope money. Dog food make the dog shit, you know. Got dope money. Put a 2 on the 1, take the show on the road. Already know money, ain't having no money. And so I pump that weight to get that dope money. I got myself to make it play, trying to make crime pay. Form a cheese line like back in the day. Pulled up on the set, just me on my own. And niggas think if they block, so I keep me a chrome up in New York, so you know how I play, dog. And you got a problem if that boy try to take off. I'm just trying to make sure that you understand. 200 grams, that could take 2 on the gram. Could 100 grams, hustle for the sneakers. I'm trying to meet the leaders of the cartel, for to get the work cheaper. Too much money to be made. I'm skipping class today. Made something out of nothing. 15, I was hustling. Got a rap dream, but the dope game paid me. I was square more blowing dough like crazy. Beat the roof to the chicken, can't call me lazy. And the game too official and the flow go crazy. See back then, if you trapped in rap, you was the young nigga version of Jay-Z. And I was in the trap with a JB. I feel like you can't even fuck with me lately. You know I'm talking about Matthews when I pitch like Frank. And not the one with loose lips when his ship got sank. Make niggas pass away when they work with the laws. No pick if they snitch and we murder them all. Was selling herb before I went got involved with dogs. If that was lunch money, I need paper to ball. See, before this it was slow money. That weed shit was taking too long. I need dope money. I got dope money. I got it now. Put the 2 on the 1, take the show on the road. Already know money, ain't having no money. And so I pump that weight to get that dope money. I got dope money. Got the bricks in the sleeves and they go for the low. Got dope money. Dog food make the dog shit, you know. Got dope money. Put a 2 on the 1, take the show on the road. Already know money, ain't having no money. And so I pump that weight to get that dope money. I got dope money.
Mike was muted. Alright. Hey man, Shay man, it's your boy DAALIGHT man, Daylight TV. Back at y'all with another live show, episode 8. Today is July 11th, 2025, Friday. Current temperature in New York City, 73, 75 degrees, a high of 82 today. Got light winds coming at 4 miles per hour from southeast. 82% humidity, sticky out there, y'all. 72 degree dew point. See how I did that? Yeah, man, so we got some content today. Hold up. Yeah, so we're gonna get right into it. Off the rip, we got that boy Jim Jones. We've been on his press run. You know, we got a project out and everything, and you know, it's just staying in the algorithm for one reason or another. So Y'all know he was going through the whole thing, covered the thing with him and Nas, and comparing himself to Nas and all that, right? So, got a new Cam Capone interview. I guess Glad got Boosie. While the Dialogue got Gene Deal. And Cam Capone seemed like it's a toss-up between Jim Jones and Blue Da Vinci. I wouldn't put Jim in the same boat as Blue just yet. But speaking of Blue, we're gonna get into that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, he got something going on or whatever about fans, the Tupac hate or whatever by people in the comments and so on and so forth. I can't really explain it because I haven't watched the video yet. So we're gonna watch it together.
Nah, that's real talk. But I want to ask you about this list going around. Have you seen it? It's the 50 best LA rappers of all time, and they love Tupac off the list.
Well, that's people just hating on them from the West Coast, and I don't believe it's the actual fans from the West Coast. I just be thinking it's like hating ass rappers and industry. Because clearly, Pac put on for the West Coast more than anybody has probably put on for the West Coast, and left a legacy for the West Coast to follow to this day. And not saying that they don't have no other big rappers. Shout out to Snoop Dogg, that was one of my favorite rappers, but clearly, to live and die in LA, Pac went out there and really put on for that town, you heard? And I do believe that was kind of whack of them to not even give him an honorable mention if they feel like he wasn't from LA, so he shouldn't deserve to be on a list, but he put on for LA more than most of the people on that list. He helped shape the music in LA. Not saying that NWA and all these people, yeah, but when it came to the era of the kids like...
Yo, what? He helped shape the town. First of all, nigga, when I think about the people who shaped the sound of LA, I think about Dr. Dre. I think about DJ Quick. You know what I'm saying? Even motherfucking Battle Katt, nigga. Shit, I'll say that Ice-T. And then even that like that, and that's just the LA side. Nigga, fuck it. This nigga Jimmy is crazy. Like, what is in your pre-workout, my boy? That nigga was over there. He was an LA artist or whatever for how long that nigga that for? 9 months. And tried to gang bang out there, whatever, and got his ass smoked. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Me that was listening to it, we wanted to go to LA because of Pac. You heard? Remember DPG and all that had happened already. Pac came after that. Pac started putting a whole new flavor on this. We wanted to go there. You heard? After we saw Boys in the Hood and all that type of shit, we started getting open off LA, and Pac just started opening it up to a whole nother level of shit. You heard? Like, that's what we know. We know Pac for West Coast. You heard? Built out, went to LA and went crazy. I don't know.
And this is exactly what I mean when I say, like, bro died, so they really just magnified and put 20s on 10s and just really oversold it, right? Because if that's your case, then that means that all the shit that he was doing, Bunny Got a Baby, Apocalypse Now, and Be Against the World and all that or whatever, that wasn't. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, dog. Shit don't even add up. Now you sound like you don't know the history. But then Boys in the Hood, nigga, Colors had niggas open off of LA shit. You was a whole blood from New York, my nigga. Like, how you gonna say that Pot or whatever had the whole world turned up or whatever on LA culture? Supposedly you got down or whatever before Tupac was even like banging West Coast like that, and he ain't. The nigga was trying to get back to his East Coast roots and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, until nigga packed him up. You know what I mean? Like, he ran to the West Coast. So, niggas crazy how they be trying to spin the narrative on these dudes. This is the shit that be getting me hot. Like, bro has some okay music. I don't even think, like, you know, I think Tupac in the studio is like Shaq at the free throw line. Like, you know what I'm saying? Some of that shit, like, when it hit. But for the most part, putting up bricks.
From no other place. I know they'd be like, he was from the Bay, he was started in he was born in New York, and like, you dig, that's cool. But what I know him for, what the majority of people that of my age know him for, is for that West Side, that LA flush. So what number would he be if they could put him on the list is the question.
Me personally, he number one.
All right, so case closed. We ain't gotta talk about it no more.
So for you, you look at him as an LA artist, because you got some people trying to push that, you know, he a Harlem rapper narrative.
I mean, not saying he wasn't from Harlem, but he didn't have no footprint in Harlem. You heard? He didn't have no block in Harlem. It wasn't no hood that we knew Pac to be from. It wasn't like, you heard, he came to Harlem.
Word, because even when he came back to New York, whatever, he was running with Northside Queens niggas. So, yeah.
Got with a couple people from Harlem when he was doing movies like Above the Rim. He was over there by AK houses and all that shit with the homies and shit like that. But he didn't have no footprint in nowhere in New York. He knew people here, but he didn't came up hanging out in New York. So how could you dig? Like, nobody's ever said, yo, Pac is from New York. Nobody ever claimed him like a New York nigga. The Bay was the first thing we would probably say before anything when we first learned about Pac. He was an artist from the Bay, Digital Underground. You heard? Then he came, started doing the movie.
As a fact. Now, listen. The nigga, if he was really just on some authentic, you know what I mean, I'm down shit, if nigga would have just sat here and rapped the Bay or just rap all of California, like, you know what I mean? Like, they just on some, and then, you know, he did California Love or whatever and shit, granted. But that nigga tried to bounce around. If he was able to mesh in with this East Coast culture and anything like that or whatever, and, you know, what happened at Quad didn't happen at Quad, if he knew how to talk to people, you know, then that nigga would have been out here or whatever trying to, you know, wearing Yankee hats and shit, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure we can find a picture of Katt with a New York hat on. So he was trying to be from out here until he got packed up. Then he jumped in whatever car would have him. If a nigga, listen, if Jay Prince would have went and got Pac, that nigga would have been banging Houston. Straight up.
Movies, came to New York, got locked up in New York, they bailed him out, went to LA, started bombing. That's all we knew. We only knew him to be a West Coast nigga. When we started learning his story and then he's putting his in double XL and the vibe and all that is when we started to learn about he born on the East Coast and was living in Baltimore and, you know what I mean? Like, I'm a real Pac fan. I know a lot about him and shit like that, you dig? But what we know him for, it's that LA shit. It's that death row shit. You heard? To live and die in LA, bro.
And you used to see Pac walk around Harlem, right?
No, I saw Pac one time. That was on 125th Street, the same place I saw Big. You heard? It was on 125th Street. I saw Pac hanging out at Burgundy MPV. Or never forget it. Because I really with him, so that really stuck with me to this day. Or Definitely one of my favorite rappers of all times, 100%. He had a big hold on me. Very influential in my life coming up, being rebellious and banging and shit like that. Pac had the theme music too.
Nigga, he wasn't even the real banger though. Like, you understand? Like, even the niggas, yo, bro, even the nigga who was frontlining for that whole mob power shit, you know what I mean? From the thing, it's like, that nigga wasn't really with the homies. They don't even claim him like that. You know what I'm saying? So, well, bro, stop it. Now you gonna try to get a nigga credit for being a Pyro.
A lot of things that I was going through.
So, alright. Boy, I tell you, when you die, people got all the nicest things to say about you. You understand? Like I said, Katt definitely got some songs I fuck with. What you call America's Most Wanted, Ballin' off of Thug Life shit, Cradle to the Grave. You know, like, he got some shit. You know what I mean? The Bishop of Arada. You know what I mean? Like, so, you know, like, I get it, but as far as making that nigga like he was like this certified gangster ass nigga, whatever and shit, all the way banged out and shit, like, well, it's really a crash out. You know what I'm saying? And then if he was alive today, and you took all the sentiment out of it, we'd be doxing Pac. You understand what I'm saying? Like on Clubhouse and shit. But while we're in the world of Jim Jones, remember which episode was that? One of the episodes we reacted to a video of Jim Jones pushing up on Ali Zoe Adams. Zoe Pound, Miami, you know, bricklayer, you know, and woman. So apparently Ali took to social media, and we got a clip provided by All Living Central of him reacting to the Jim Jones situation. What the hell? Here we go.
That nigga don't believe the underground world. No 18 underground world. We've been playing this game. They chasing it. They chasing us. They chasing us. I mean, we underground world. We run 190.
Just got out the halfway house. Man. I remember back then, man, you know what I'm saying, when BMF and Jim Jones went through there. I wasn't there, but One thing I know, Jim Jones told me, and the next day we was there. One thing about a gangster.
I didn't even hear the audio the first time or whatever. Like, you know, how heated it got.
He could be robbed, pistol, or kidnapped, but when he sleep on it, he wait 10 years to come back, 20 years. We came back the next day. And all them boys like, man, ain't nothing, man, a misunderstanding. That was it. And we talking prison. Me, Meech, and Jim Jones on the phone together. Nothing, man. It was just a misunderstanding, man. Don't forget about a gangster. He be back. Yeah, exactly. This shit is Mookie Weber out here, right? This shit is do the right thing Weber out here, baby. I felt like I was in the devil's basement and he put the furnace on. Baby girl, brother, man, if I catch one of you out here in some construction Timbs trying to look true, kill yourself. We gonna kick you out the whip. It's not valid. Baby girl, don't do too much. You heard? Today ain't the day to be sitting up under that dryer talking about you trying to be a baddie. You gonna die. Lace fronts, makeup, face beat. Yeah. You need to be beat up if you trying to come out like that, baby girl. Calm down, you heard? Today is the day you take all that shit out and just let that shit breathe. Nappy hair, no hair, long hair, pin that shit up. Stop playing with us. It's nasty outside. You heard? They not even...
You just had, you know, speaking about 7 p.m.
Oh, shit. Shit. Hey, yo. All bullshit aside, like I'm gonna react to what Ali said in a minute. But Jimmy is 100% right. I want to say this, bro. Talking about this shit on Clubhouse. It is July already. We're damn near in the middle of July. It's been hot since June. It's been going up. All of you niggas in New York rocking hoodies, like Jim said, Timberlands and shit. All you chicks with Uggs on and sweatpants, kill yourself. Cause like, y'all be making me hot. For real, like I be sitting here and I be wondering like, damn, what kind of drugs is y'all niggas on? Cause I know certain drugs or whatever will like deregulate your body temperature and all that shit. Have you thinking it's, you know, it's freezing when it's really blistering, you know, it's like fucking scorching outside. So, yeah, I don't get that shit, man. Like, but back to what Ali. Back to what Ali was saying. I don't know, bro. Like, you know, they were cool at one point, you know what I'm saying, for many years. Like, before he went in, you know what I'm saying, him and Jim Jones was cool. They had history and all that shit. You know, I don't need to get into it, I guess. At first, when I first seen the headline or whatever, it said that he was pushing up on Ali over snitch allegations or whatever. And then, I mean, we seen the post and all that, and we seen the clip that the dude, High Reality or whatever, played from Camp Capone, I believe, or whatever. So, you know, from both of them. So I just thought it was all about the BMF thing and how the story got told. Because, you know, that nigga Jim real serious about his reputation and all. But apparently, you know, I thought Ali was gonna come up on here and say, you know what I mean, some wild shit like, you know, but that nigga, no, he just confirmed the story that we already heard a bunch of times. Moving forward, you're gonna get to the world. We're going down to NO. Yeah, we're going down there with it. So we got Hot Boy Turk and BG Jizzle. Now they've been going back and forth, and you know, since BG been out, like, you know, he took a little shot to Turk and all that, and it's kind of crazy because Turk was really on his free BG shit. You know what I mean? Like the whole ride. Now I don't know, like I kind of forget what happened. I know it had something to do with Stunner not really rocking with Turk. You know what I mean? But we're gonna get into. So there's a clip on the thing. Pull this up first. So there's the clip or whatever where BG has said that Turk sounds like he's from Memphis. We're gonna get into that first.
How you rate? Because I know you saw Turk interview with Beehive and Holman was rating. Actually, how to rate the album with the Hot Boys. Turk. You know what I mean? He was saying he know for sure his was better than yours. So how do you rate it? You know what I'm saying? Call it 6. I'm actually the same question that Big Brother had asked him.
I mean, listen, bro. I'm one of Wayne's biggest fans. You know what I mean? Like, and you know that's my love, bro. Like, and I love him to death, you know what I'm saying? And you know, he my GOAT, you know, and he was my GOAT, you know, even before this album, right? You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's not gonna change because of this album. But it took me like 3 or 4 different times to listen to the album, you know, through and through, you know what I'm saying? To understand, like, you know, his vision, right? And where he was going with it. And for, you know, certain songs to grow on me as fast as other songs grew on me. Right. You know what I mean? And
I know he ain't trying to clear up that Carter 6 shit, man. That shit was ass. Out of here with that. You know what I'm saying? Ain't none of that shit going. If it grew on you, it's a fungus, nigga.
Yeah, man. Like, if you a real, you know, hip hop, you know what I'm saying, connoisseur and really a motherfucker who just into the culture and really, you know, be really, you know what I'm saying? Like, then, you know, that's Wayne being Wayne and Wayne doing Wayne. It's not, you know, I don't think, it's not the best Carter. You know what I mean? Like, because in my eyes, like 3 and 5, you know what I'm saying? It's my favorite 2 and 2. 2, 3, and 5. Like, it's my favorite Carters, right? You know what I mean? And the one with, man, I miss my dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that one there too was like, nah, that's one. I think that's one. I think that Miss My Dogs was on on 1. Nah, I like that 5. So lyric, like the lyrics on that 5 is like, and then that,
Y'all
he
played
really.
That on the road? Y'all played that on the road? I miss my dog. I miss my dog. Y'all played that?
He ain't never did it yet. You hear me? He ain't never did it yet. And I think that, you know, the crowd will respond crazily, like if he was the, you know what I'm saying, perform that record like on one of them. But I think, you know, he'll get around to it. Maybe I need to put it in his ear.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To let him know, like, man, you need to add that. you know what I'm saying, to the show. Like, you know what I'm saying? Even if you just do 1.5 verses or 2 verses, but that Man I Miss My Dogs, like, you know, that's a fan favorite.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And it look like it themes y'all being
exactly.
At the reunion.
It makes sense. It makes sense.
I got y'all. We all together.
Yeah,
again.
it makes sense. It makes sense. It makes sense.
I'm surprised they ain't. I be wondering sometimes, like, when people be picking the show, like, song for their shows or, like, for their sets. Like, I know a lot of people stick to the same, you know, script. They have a routine or whatever, and the show is set up. But even me, dog, like, I have certain records that when I'm in certain regions, I perform those records, like, no matter what's going on. If I gotta take a song out of the original, like, routine, like my main go-to or whatever, and put that song in there, whatever, because it had cultural significance to the region, and I know they'll resonate with it, and then it will make them like, you know, damn, this nigga from New York, and he knows what's going on. So, I don't know. I'm just surprised that he ain't do that yet. Especially at the reunion, like, I would have kind of opened it up when Hot Boy came out and, like, played that song, and then just actually had my dog start coming out. You know what I mean? Like, every 4 bars or whatever, one of the Hot Boys, and you can do one verse, and just every 4 bars or whatever, one of the Hot Boys come out the back. Well,
Yes, it makes sense. Nah, facts.
So that was the Carter 6. So down to
but the 6 is, I mean, my favorite song on there is the one with him, Big X the Plug, and that song got that vibe, you know, got that beat, like everything about it, you know, just scream South, you know, scream like, you know what I'm saying, city, like it's just it's what we be wanting to hear from Shorty, like, you know what I'm saying, like. Yeah, but it's you know, the record with Wyclef, like, you know, it's a whole lot of other records, you know what I'm saying, that I love too. So, you know, at the end of the day, like, you know, I'm biased, man. You know what I'm saying? So I'm always weighing an 8. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, that's Shorty, man. That's my brother, and that's the way I feel it. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, the lyrics ain't never gonna go nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, maybe like it's some, you know, like I think maybe on a couple of beat selections, you know what I'm saying? Like, I would have went another route, but like I say, like, you know, Shorty know what he doing, man. He been doing this a minute. Like, he ain't make it the rock star status. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, one of the records is one of the songs they was playing during the NBA Finals. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so, you know, like, he know what he doing. You know what I mean? Like, because they picked that joint up immediately. You know what I'm saying? The album wasn't out a couple of weeks, and now that joint on the NBA Finals. You know what I'm saying? So why he's hating? You know what I'm saying, man? He's shaking a bet. Like, they got a song. They got a, you know what I'm saying? They got a song on the NBA Finals, man.
No, Turk said Turk wasn't taking nothing away from Wayne. He made sure he put, but he did say Wayne gonna have trouble, but when they got to you, he said show, man.
Come on,
hey,
but
look, the advantage Turk got though. No, right now the advantage Turk got. I'm saying it's a suspense because look, Dan, the Carter 6 out. I'm saying the Carter 6 out. Freedom of speech out.
Facts.
Turk shit ain't out. It's about to drop. So we don't know
I
when
thought,
coming.
what you talking about? That what the name of that shit is?
Joe.
I thought that been out.
No, he had a date that he took it back.
So it never dropped?
Nah. That's why I was saying advance for us to be like.
But I thought that shit been out.
But no, because he got CeeLo records and everything.
But I'm just like, I'm saying, but for Turk to be like you know, compare it, and that's cool. You're supposed to have confidence, and you're supposed to be like, but come on, Round, like, come on, bro, like, really. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. Like, really? Come on, Round. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. You heard me? You know what I'm saying?
In the defense of... in the defense of Turk.
Yeah.
He did say, because I don't want it to be outside. He said, man, that's my brother's. It's friendly competition.
Yeah, not facts.
It's
and it used to be like that in the studio. That was a marketing move because he don't believe that in real life. He know better. Man,
but I ain't look at it.
Yeah, it's almost over. I don't think it's. I don't necessarily think it's biased. I think he just used it for lack of a better word. I think once we become fans and, we've been listening and following somebody from the beginning, and I mean, he definitely understands, Wayne's lyrics or whatever, probably more than anybody, because before the Hot Boys and all that, they were the BGs. You know what I'm saying? Lil Doobie and Lil and Lil Wayne. So I don't necessarily think it's biased. I think it's just when you understand like a person's catalog and you kind of like you can kind of find the continuity in all of it. That's where that's where it comes in or whatever. You might have a different perspective on an album than somebody who may have been a fan, but still at the same time you're gonna call it how they see it. Like, but and like you said, that's his brother and all that, you know what I mean? So what it is. So finish this and then go to the Turk.
I didn't take it when I saw it.
It'll get some talk. It'll get it talking.
Yeah,
but he don't believe that.
Yeah, man, come on, man. Brown sound like he from Memphis, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man.
Finally got into it. I thought they were gonna go into a whole spill about him being kind of like he was from Memphis. All right, so this is Turk on Beehive Radio. That's his podcast partner up in this thing. Basically responding to BG and I don't know. Like I said, I ain't watched these yet, so we going through them together.
What's happening? Of course, it's your boy Beehive Radio. Shout in as always. I got my podcast partner off in this thing, Mr. YNT, the original hot boy himself. Turk, what up, though?
Oh, y'all already know what the fuck it is. Hey, man, hey, man, how you feel ain't high fact, man. You dig?
Hey, man, in trending topics right now, man, I received a DM, man. Traps and Trunks, they had ripped a snippet from the No Rap Cap podcast where they were interviewing BG.
Okay.
And BG, he respectfully said that, you know what, Turk, he doesn't believe that your album is going to be greater than, man. I mean, where are you at with this, sir?
Just like he watched me, I watch him because that's my big bro.
Yeah.
And I follow, his campaign and what he doing because I wish him all the best. But when he said, I don't believe it, you know what I'm saying? I said, I'm gonna make him out of a believer, and I don't think he understand that now is a time when the fans call the shots. See, back then when we were doing our thing, we had this box. So, in this box, you had people that probably had their favorite, you know what I'm saying? To where we didn't see what was going on the outside of that box.
Yeah.
See, it wasn't until I got on the internet when I realized it's action outside of that box. You feel me? And I started seeing what outside of that box got to say. And I started getting all my information, whether it was good or bad, from outside and not just inside, which I use inside too because it mattered. But the world was much more bigger when you still in that box. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what's going on outside. You will think the way BG thinking. You know what I'm saying? But
so I think the box that he was referring to, metaphorical box. You hear a lot of artists talk about how like we've had this monster hit that we were probably aware of and grew up on, and when you know, like they know that they're buzzing or whatever, like because they probably get the report from Billboard, but like the actual impact in a certain region, because a lot of times you'll hear, especially artists from like the 90s and all of that, they'll tell you, man, I was writing my album, you know what I mean, for my block. You know, like, or niggas in a 10-block radius or whatever and shit like that, like not even realizing that the world would resonate with what you had to say. Now people know the possibilities, but back then that was just the mindset, you know what I mean? So it's like Turk probably at some point felt like he was the lowest on the totem pole or whatever, because his album kind of came out after, you know, everybody started to leave, and you know, it was just a lot going on or whatever with Cash Money. So yeah, I think like once he got out of prison and he started doing interviews and people started, you know, showing him love, and he started getting books, you know, features and etc. You know, you just realize like, okay, it's a bag for me out here. I may not get like the label support that I had when I was at Universal, but then he probably feel like he didn't have the most support on his album, you know what I mean, at that particular time. You know what I mean? So I get it. He definitely been keeping himself relevant out here, whatever, since he's been out. Like for one reason or another, you know what I mean? We see Turk.
I most definitely know he know deep down in his heart, he can't fuck with me, man. We gonna say it like that. You know what I'm saying? And I sent BG Still on Fire. I send it to his team because his team want him to get on it because they really want to say, man, you need Turk right now, bro. And that's the outside of the box, people. You need a Turk feature right now to save the comment section. Because I don't know if he reading the comment section, but I read the comment section, and the comment section matter because that's where the fans at. Even the stands are fans. They become stands because they get mad because you don't give them something or do something for them. Y'all saw the video with Eminem. You know what I'm saying? It was a fan turned into a stand, shaded, talking all negative shit. So they matter too. BG don't pay attention to that. I do. I've been home longer than BG. We've been in the same situation, the situation. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I don't think he listened to the people. I didn't say BG, you know, don't know how to rap or don't know how to do none of that. That was my big brother, and you know what I'm saying? We was in the #1 group in the world.
Facts.
Of course he know how to rap, but he haven't been rapping. You know, and I think being in jail, just like I had to find myself, I found myself through people's opinions. I didn't take it personal. You know what I'm saying? They was right. I need to do this, I need to do that. You know what I'm saying? I took heed to that. And now, here you go. You got a song like Still on Fire, which I did 1 million and some views on my own. Not buying no comments, not buying no views, not doing none of that. Exclusive fan organic support. What I do as a little bro to B Jizzle, man, I don't like people talking the way they talking about my brother. I be wanting to fight them niggas, man. Like, hold on, this the Jizzle. But when I listen, Jizzle, I got to agree with the people, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you need to come see me. You know what I'm saying? I'ma leave my verse on Still on Fire. I'm not gonna change it. He got an advantage to come redeem himself. Drop your verse on Still on Fire.
Hey, yo, Turk or whatever look like he's taking one out of Nas's book. But I don't see I was up on that Hot Boys ever and shit like that or whatever. I don't see Turk as being better than fucking BG on the rap shit. And honestly, BG been going in, you know what I mean, since he been out. To the point where I remember wondering like how he was gonna adjust in his sound or whatever and shit. Like I could say Turk sound different, but I'm gonna keep it G. I wasn't really checking for Turk like that or whatever and shit. My favorite Hot Boys or whatever and shit, like in particular order, crazy to say, but Turk was last on that. And Wayne wasn't even first. So, I don't know, bro.
Yeah, he gonna change your career and everybody's opinion about anything you drop after BG with the gold tee, because that was one song that I say, oh yeah, my brother back. But then he started dropping everything else. I'm like, what the fuck going on? Jizzle, they shouldn't have gave you your freedom of speech, because that album
You
right
know
there,
what?
bro.
You know what, Turk? I'm about to stop you right there.
I'm just saying.
Hey, this nigga Turk, bro. He say he shouldn't have gave you your freedom of speech, bro. Oh, he going in on his nigga BG or whatever and shit. Now, me personally, I ain't like it was a couple of the joints that he dropped with Birdman or whatever and shit that I ain't like. One of them had like singing nigga. I don't know if it was Jackie or whatever. They had this one joint or whatever with some singing nigga on it. I ain't really like that shit. It was a couple of them or whatever that was like, you know, but for the most part, man, BG been stepping on the shit. You know? So I don't know what that nigga Turk talking about, man.
But that's my big bro. I got to tell him the truth. You know what I'm saying? They had every right to deny your First Amendment right on freedom of speech, because that album there wasn't it.
Okay. So,
I love you though.
I'm just sick of.
I love you though, nigga.
No, I
love you. I love that. That's my big bro. But I got to tell him the truth, bro, because that's where we come from. We come from that. They told me that's why I got better. Man, them niggas was rappers.
Yeah.
And still is. Juvenile, when I went to recently to New Orleans to record, Juvenile like, boy, you ain't ready. I say, man, you got me fucked up, Juve. This ain't that. And I proved him wrong, bro. For real.
Yeah.
I needed him to understand that this is not that. Man, I'm a different type of beast right now, man. And Jizzle just need to take heed to what Lil Bro saying, bro. Yeah, you big bro. But bro, it's 2025, bro.
This is what I don't understand, Turk. Y'all about 50 shows deep in this tour.
Yeah.
Y'all niggas still ain't got in the studio and jam for a new Hot Boys album?
Juvenile put us on a song together.
Okay.
Word is to me, Turk told BG ass up.
Ooh.
Now that might not get.
We're gonna get to that, but I'm not gonna lie. The same way I was saying how the whole Jim Jones and Cameron thing and the Harlem shit was like play, because the Jim Jones was promoting records still in Harlem. And then like with the 50 and Meat thing, like that whole thing starts up right in time or whatever to stir up enough, you know, talk for when, you know, season 4 started. which we're gonna get into later and shit. We're gonna get into the last episode and whatnot. Yeah, I'm just wondering because they still on the road together. So at the same time, all of this shit is being said. You know what I mean? It's like they finna get on stage and lock the house. You know what I mean? So I think whatever it's just to kind of get people interested. Like, wait, y'all on tour? Let's go see. Just in case something crazy happens. It's kind of like the people who go to the Floyd fight, not necessarily to see him win, but to see if this is the time when that perfect record is going to get shattered.
It's a jizzle, but my ears are everywhere. And my big bro Juve, he ain't gonna get into our,
Yeah.
But
now, you gonna leave Juve out of this?
I got to leave him out of this. So it ain't come from Juve.
Okay.
But I got word that Big Bro was like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? so and Jizzle is on the song.
Yeah.
So, yeah, bro, like I'm doing my thing, bro. I didn't step my game up. I didn't learn. I didn't listen to them. You know what I'm saying? Them niggas taught me, and just like if my shit wasn't what it was, and if they would have said what it was, I had to accept it.
Yeah.
Jizzle, you the last hot boy.
Oh, now see, you know what?
I love you though.
No. See, it's that bamboo.
No.
Yeah.
See, I don't want people to thank you for bamboo. This nigga say I don't believe that myself. Nigga, listen, still on fire, bro. I'm not going to even change my verses. You got an advantage to redeem yourself. Get on the remix, Jizzle. I got, about 17 more days before Joseph come out. I'm giving you a chance to out-rap me. I'm giving you a chance to do that. Because every other song gonna shut that freedom of speech down. Yeah.
Okay, Joseph, the album. Few more days until it's released.
Believe that.
What's going on? Any finishing touches? What's going on here, sir?
Man, listen, shout out to Alley Boy too, man.
What up, though,
Alley Boy just gave me the go.
Yeah.
Shout out to all my ATL homies, you know what I'm saying?
Yes,
Young
sir.
Ralph, CeeLo Green.
Hey, we were just sitting here talking about Alley Boy yesterday. We were talking about that TUT clip. Y'all go watch live show episode 7.
They on the album.
Low.
Don Trip.
Yes, sir.
My Memphis partners.
Come
you feel
on
me?
now.
And then the man gonna say I sound like Memphis, bro. Memphis got some of the best artists that's out. So I'm just trying to see, because I don't want nobody coming at my bro. Like he ain't meant it like that, y'all. He just trying to say I don't have my New Orleans lingo. But nigga, let me put you on game too, cause we don't say jump in New Orleans, and you say that shit a lot, Jizzle. So you know what I'm saying? We don't need the motherfucker. What they say, the tea calling the pot black. Nigga, you losing your New Orleans swag too. So we when we go places, we are creatures of habits. You know what I'm saying? And we pick up certain things, certain lingos. But shout out to my dogs in Memphis, man. Like I found my family in Memphis, man, and I don't want that to get out of hand, man. Cause he ain't mean it like that, y'all. It's all love. We love Memphis. Matter of fact, we coming to Memphis at the FedEx Farm. You know what I'm saying? All the hot boys and the big timers. Y'all make sure y'all go get them tickets, man. It's all love, man. I just want Jizzle to understand that this is not that. And I do believe I'm better than you now, because you have to get it back together, big bro. And that's just the real. You don't need your freedom of speech. Just saying.
Yeah. So, I don't know how I feel about I know how I feel about it and shit, like, cause this BG we talking about, my nigga, and even me being a New Yorker and shit like that or whatever, like, I could think about BG versus, like, I call it big man trouble, trying to get my, like, all this shit, bro, like, Trigger Man, all this. So, I know Turk versus I don't know no Turk. Like I know the Hot Girl joint, Juvenile favorite verse. I'm trying to think about another. Yeah, I ain't got nothing. BG, you know, he wasn't finna take that shit laying down or whatever. So, took to social media. We got the clip courtesy of 9 Mag. BG said that Turk had the worst selling album out of all the Hot Boys, which is probably true. Let's get it.
BG responds to Hot Boy Turk after comments made during an interview.
Cause I got a lot of motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying, that was hitting me up, you know what I'm saying, talking about they couldn't hit me.
Be sure to like, comment, and
I got
subscribe.
a lot of motherfuckers. I got a lot of motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying, that been texting me, you dig, and telling me, you know what I'm saying, that they couldn't hear me. You know what I'm saying? And I needed to make sure you did that motherfuckers hear me and motherfuckers feel me, you know what I'm saying, and motherfuckers understand me, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna run this shit back for y'all, you know what I'm saying, one more time, man. You hear me? You know what I'm saying? I basically was in my house, you know what I'm saying, minding my business, you dig, on the phone, you know, making love to Triple B, you know what I'm saying? You did, we joked out, you know what I'm saying, laughing, kicking it, you know what I'm saying, making plans and shit, you know what I'm saying? And then I get this goof ass motherfucking text, you know what I'm saying, with this wild ass, you know what I'm saying, talking about if I get on his motherfucking song, that is gonna change my life. Yeah, the song ain't even change your life. You know what I'm saying? How the f, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna change it, you know what I'm saying, a like me life, you know what I'm saying? And then not only that, Nick, you got the Young and Thuggin' was the worst selling album in Cash Money history. You know what I'm saying? Go Google that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you the only motherfucking HBZ that don't have a plaque. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so, alright. To be fair though, it was probably the most poorly promoted album out of all the Hot Boy like solo projects too. You know what I'm saying? Like, the same formula was there, the Manny Fresh beats, you know what I mean, all that shit that was going on. Like, the only thing missing was probably y'all, because certain people already bounced already, I think. You know, but besides that, you know, it's like that got a lot to do with it, because the other joints or whatever was everywhere. Shit.
And you sitting around here talking about I'm the last Hot Boy. Yeah, the Hot Boys was built around me, nigga. Is you talking about? You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? I was doing numbers on Cash Money when your mama still was giving you that $7 book of food stamps, you know what I'm saying, to motherfucking get you some donuts and a 50-cent juice to go to school with. You know what I'm saying? I was doing numbers on Cash Money. Like, you know what I'm saying? That motherfucker was built on my back. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the big bro, you know what I'm saying, Juvie. You did, you know, me, Juvie, and Jacqueezy got this motherfucking new video.
Now, there is some truth to that, because even Wendy Day who helped broker that whole Cash Money, that legendary deal with the 30 million. She spoke about how it was really about BG or whatever, and said Juvenile just ended up going first, you know, that high record, all that. So, Yeah, I mean, I could definitely believe that and shit because he was the artist there, already over there doing shit with UNLV and all of that when you know, first wave of Cash Money and shit. He was just a little nigga, you know, Big Guy, Tech, and all of them. Shout out to Bud. That's actually my nigga Jay Lyric people and shit. You know, me and Jay got a couple, you know, joints in over the years. Yeah, I do over there fucking with Chopper City and all that. Young Chopper or whatever. But nigga, yeah, but as far as Turk or whatever and shit being like the last hot boy, I mean he is the last on my list as far as like favorite. Cause like I said, it would go Juvie, BG, Wayne, and then Turk. And then it kind of switched from it went to Juvie, Wayne, and you know now I would say that it would probably be Wayne now just because I know more Wayne songs and shit. You know what I mean? Like I bought more like after whatever the joint was with I needed in my life, all that shit, whatever. Like I kind of, you know, well, like in slow motion, all that shit. Like, but all around that time or whatever, when I really kind of loved it, and I really like, unless I was just a diehard, like super tapped in. Like after 2007, when I started putting music out myself, I really just didn't keep up with. Not that I stopped being a fan, but I couldn't keep up with every release or whatever, and like I was really just locked in and rocking with you.
A new single, you know what I'm saying, that Juvie about to put out. You did. Then I got another video, you know what I'm saying, with me and Juvie. You did, that's about to come out. You did, and then you know I got this song with me and Weezy, and me, like everybody. Me and Bird got a whole album together. Everybody working together. You know what I'm saying? Niggas just don't want to work with your goof ass, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you mad because the nigga don't want to get on that song, man. You know what I'm saying? You mad, you did, because I don't want motherfucking open up your DMs. Like, you mad, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't want, you did, motherfucking accept your collaborations and shit. Like, come on, bro. Like, you's an internet man. You hear me? You know what I'm saying? You done turned into a real, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you addicted to this internet. You know what I'm saying? You be watering the brand down. You know what I'm saying? You know, on the.
I mean, what is it? All right, so for one, everybody on the internet, if you going on podcasts and all that shit or whatever, like, man, you on the internet because you may not have to post, you know, as often as like the average person because you got an echo chamber of fans that, you know, want to repost, you know, shit, even doing what I'm doing now, whatever, reacting and all that. So, you know, yeah, it's on the internet, bro. Like, you are holding your phone right now, whatever, making a video. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it just, you know, I get it. Like, it's content, you know, like, we got to push that narrative. You know what I mean? But for real, you know, and then he a whole podcaster. Like, you know, he's more podcaster than things that I've seen more podcast clips of Turk and Beehive or him going live or whatever, you know what I mean, from the crib. Then I see like music pop up. Like when I see BG, it's music videos and shit, or it's an interview about music and everything like that. So, you know, he's still very much in the music game now. Turk is about to drop, you know. Now I'm gonna actually check it out and see, you know what I mean, what bro working with. You know what I mean? I don't even remember if I listen to Young and stuff, and I'm gonna keep it real with you. I don't know if I'm going. We'll see.
Strand of the bag, You know what I'm saying? You know, they wrap their arms around you and, you know, just was on some, you know, love shit, make it look good. You know what I'm saying? You know, on the strength, you know what I'm saying, of the fam, you dig, and on the strength, you know, of the legacy, you know what I'm saying? They try to, you dig, but you just constantly won't play with it, man. Like, come on, bro, I don't be fucking, bro. Listen, like, bro, I don't even be on here like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really be out the way, like, minding my business. You know what I'm saying? Focus on what I be focused on.
Yeah, now I will say he has been out the way because, you know, that boy still, I believe they still got him on federal paper. You know what I'm saying? So, he ain't trying to be out here playing with niggas, bro. Like, you know what I mean? And I don't think it's that serious where it's like real beef between them because, like you said, like they on the road. He's saying, you know, for the love of the bag, they put their arm around each other. But hey, shit, Temptation did it. You know? So, you know, 5 heartbeats or whatever it is. That nigga Birdman for sure, Big Red. You know, 5 hours of 9, 5. Like the star on my head.
On the hill, you know what I'm saying? You want to come on this bitch, you know what I'm saying, and jump out there and just play with a nigga, man. You hear me? Like, come on, man. Like, for real, man. Then you got other niggas on here playing with a nigga, you know what I'm saying? But I never give a nigga no mention. Like, I would never answer to a nigga that's asking for $1 on the internet. Like, I look like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I just really, I don't even really be looking at that shit for real. Like, motherfuckers be sending it to me and, you know, I get my little laugh on and shit, but it's like, man, bro, this.
Is he talking about gangster? Who's asking for $1 on the internet?
Internet. See, I'm just so glad, you know what I'm saying, that I kind of missed the shit, so I ain't get, you know, I wasn't able to, you know, get addicted to it and just get caught up, you know, into the motherfucking illusion, you know what I'm saying, that motherfuckers be living like, because, man, motherfuckers is out of touch with reality, man. You heard me? You know what I'm saying? This shit crazy. 1 minute, you know what I'm saying? Nigga talking about how they your partner, and then they love you, and they this and they that, and woo, what they want to why. You know what I'm saying? And then the next minute, talking about, man, these is weird as a motherfucker, man. You hear me? You know what I'm saying? I can't eat much. And the bitches, oh Lord, the bitches. You know what I'm saying? What Nino said? Nino said the bitches. Oh Lord, the bitches, like this. Hey, man, bro, I swear to God, man, this shit be crazy, man. You heard me? But you know what? I'm saying, man, y'all gotta hear that, man. You heard me? You know what I'm saying? I'm on the corner, man, and out the streets, man. You dig? I ain't know nothing, man. I'm just cooling how I be cooling, man. Let me live, man. You dig? But I, for real, though, all jokes aside, bro, I ain't never seen niggas, you know what I'm saying, that infest, that I ain't never seen niggas that be that invested on who a nigga putting it in, you know what I'm saying, or who a nigga loving on, you know what I'm saying, or what a nigga got going on, you know what I'm saying, or just, you know, chasing and trying to, you know, bringing it out there like these niggas be trying to, and I be like, you know, when you at the top, you know, you hear these haters' voices be echoing from the bottom. You dig? It be like, bitch ass nigga. Like, so by the time they, you know what I'm saying, the echo make it up there.
Hey, but I mean, damn, bro. Like I said, the niggas in the podcast world now. Your podcast. Oh, hold on, we got. I'm trying to figure out why the fuck, yeah, top of the bag, my nigga Jay Nitrous in here, my nigga Boogie B Memphis, man. Yeah, I wasn't even. I don't know why the fuck this post comment to saying Definitely. Well, I don't know why it's I don't know why that shit ain't why I can't see the Instagram trying to find the shit. Might have to watch a tutorial on that shit later. But
Yep. Like, man, I don't even hear that shit, man. You heard me? Like, that's so much other shit, you know what I'm saying, they focused on, and so much other shit they doing, you know what I'm saying? I don't even much be tripping, man. But, yeah, man, tomorrow, you know what I'm saying, I got a new video, you know what I'm saying, that I'm about to drop called, You Know I Want You, man. You heard me, you know what I'm saying? And, yeah, man, you dig, I got my baby girl, you know what I'm saying, Triple B in that show. You know what I'm saying? I actually, when I wrote that bitch, you know what I'm saying, I wrote that bitch, you did with her all the way in mind, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm definitely sure, you know what I'm saying, that the haters gonna, you know, jump back, you dig, on their clout chasing shit, you know what I'm saying, and try to, you know, change the narrative.
all right, so we got that. So now, Turk, you know, he in the space. He's been on the internet longer, like he said, and so he understands, you know, content is king. Everything is content. You know what I mean? So.
Hot Boy Turk reacts to BG's rant, calling him the worst selling artist on Cash Money Records.
What's up, y'all? What's hap? What's hap? What's hap? What's hap? What's hap? Hey, man, let me tell y'all something, man. That Joseph about to motherfucker change the game. You heard me? Believe what I say. I say what I believe. You dig? I'm about to wake these up. It ain't 25 years ago, man. I'm tired of all this comparing shit from way back in the days, man. This some new motherfucker shit.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I don't know how you gonna rap on it, but that goddamn beat sound hard as hell. Yeah.
Shit going on. You know what I'm saying? I don't need comparing talking about back in the day, 25 years ago, man. Leave that 25 years ago shit for the tour. You know what I'm saying? Go on tour with the 25 years ago music, man. We talking today, man. New shit, new music, new shit. You dig? Yeah.
Remind me of something Jim Jones said. Either you nice, either right now, Jim Jones.
Talking that new shit, man. Been doing this shit for 30 years. I went and did time. I went and did 9 years, came home and passed you niggas up. What you talking about? Huh? Bitch, I went and did 9 years and came back home and passed you niggas up.
Be
man.
sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
Broke ass niggas. And I don't got no cosigns. You talking about?
Yeah, I mean, I ain't do 9. I did 3. And I came home and definitely dropped 4 projects in my first 18 months home. Then niggas dropped the whole 3 years I was gone. I dropped 3 projects. I dropped every 6 months. First 18 months I was home. And then before that, I would drop a freestyle every week, quick little 32 bars for like, let's say 21 weeks or something like that, almost 6 months. So, I mean, if I broke that down, like I do the wake up mixtape and I do 32 bars or whatever when I do those no hook joints and shit like that or whatever. So you could say, you know, in the wake up be like 10 to 15 joints, or you could say I did damn near 5 mixtapes worth of work, and then a lot of shit didn't even come out. Like me and Lowe's got a bunch of shit that didn't even, you know, we never put out. You know, and other records too. So I might do a long tape or whatever, instead of programming like, you know, the Nas shit. Get that joint out the way.
I do what I want. I say what I want. You heard me? I don't need no nigga like you need a. You heard me? You better pay attention, boy. Big dog. Big thuggin' for real. You heard me? Big thuggin' for real, bitch. Huh?
Oh, some black belt that day.
Yeah. Look, I don't do all that extra shit though, man. So we gonna leave that there. I just wanted to shut that one up. Where you at? Where his broke ass at? You always be you with no profile picture.
I'm telling you though, toughest niggas in the world, man. Mr. Anonymous. Nigga be a social media witness. Check your program. Talking hella shit. Probably get punched in the face on your block.
Hey man, say man. Hey, well, y'all come from tonight. Y'all bitches deep in this bitch. I ain't never had this many people, man. What's going on? What, I miss something? What I miss, y'all? What
did I miss?
Miss, man. What I miss? Hey, they hate when a real be winning, man. You hear me? They hate when a real nigga be winning, man. Man, my wife twinning and winning. Make love, make money. You hear me? Y'all niggas crazy, man. Y'all better get it right and keep it right, man. Go get them concert tickets, man. We gonna be in Nashville on the 25th, man. You dig? I can't get kicked off the tour. We get money together. Part of that y'all don't understand. Go get your ticket, bitch, and come enjoy the festivities. That's what you go do. All you bitches talking about, you gonna get kicked off. Kicked off what? Bitch, I'ma kick the tour off, bitch, on the 25th. Make sure y'all go get the motherfucking tickets and come see Turk kick that bitch off. That's what y'all come see. You talk.
No. Turk get going. You say, you know, he popping it. He better than he was 25 years ago. One will hope so. You know what I'm saying? Shit. On the subject of the Jim Jones shit, I always said Jimmy is probably one of the most improved rappers that we've seen. You know what I'm saying? Like, in our generation, at least for my generation and shit, you know what I mean? From where he started with the Rider music, mixtape on Dipset, you know what I mean? The Dipset joints and all that. You know, he came a hell of a long way. You know what I mean? I remember seeing some shit, bro. Turk was getting off. You know what I mean? Like, I remember he did a song with, I forget. Yeah, but he had a couple joints out or whatever, and I was like, okay, you know what I mean? He kind of went, I was kind of comparing it to how, like, I like, you know, some of the Gucci shit before he got, you know, like before he did the big and transformed, got all these and whatnot. But I definitely like a lot more of the new Gucci than I did the old. You know what I mean? Like there's certain joints that are just classic, like the old school joint. But that nigga, you know what I mean? He was getting in his bag, like, you know what I mean? So I just say that, you know what I mean? So we'll see what happens or whatever when Turk drop this album. I'm gonna actually listen to it and do a little review. You know what I mean? I might even just you know, risk the well, they won't demonetize my channel and shit, but you know, they'll say that I can't monetize the video because it's other people's music. But you know, for the sake of hip hop or whatever, I might make the sacrifice, keep some continuity going. Next up, we got, it kind of started playing after I played the Ali shit because I had this list a little discombobulated. But we got,
you just had, you know, speaking about 7.
Katt Williams on 7 p.m. in Brooklyn with Carmelo Anthony. And he basically talking about a new, how the Club Shay Shay interview had changed his life. So let's get into this, because I mean, shit, it changed a lot of people's lives. It low-key might have changed the game. It really set a whole tone for the year 2024. Y'all heard Uncle Murder, the rapper.
What I'm capable of delivering, then I also know.
You know, you can't be. You just had, you know, speaking about 7 p.m. moments.
Yeah.
Right? And speaking about, you know, you can't be afraid of your own dog in a sense. I actually love that quote.
Yeah. Because I love my dogs.
Yeah. But you had a moment on Club Shay Shay, you know, a couple months back. And that right there was a moment that kind of lifted, shot a shooting star for Shannon, right? And just that ecosystem of conversations. And you were very candid, but you were very peaceful while you're saying these things, right? A lot of kind of sound bites came out of that. That single moment to me, like I said, changed Shannon's whole conglomerate that he got going on. It brought more awareness and more attention. Maybe more
biggest
than
interview of the year.
That was one of the biggest ones, I would say.
The biggest interview in YouTube history. So those aren't the same things.
They're not the same things.
Yeah.
But even with that being said,
yeah,
I don't think he was ready for that moment. Like, how did that, from an outsider, how did that change his life at that moment? And how did that change your life at that moment? Not your life in general, but at that.
Well, Katt Williams warned Shannon Sharp that this interview was gonna change, you know, everything. And he delivered. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real.
That moment, how did life change?
The interview had to go to somebody. If I know beforehand what I'm capable of delivering, then I also know to be judicious in who I'm picking to get that. If I know Katt, he's only comfortable if he got the drop on you when he come to get interviewed anyway, because he wants to make sure that you don't flip on him. But all Shannon was gonna get was a blessing, and that was all I was there to make sure that happened.
You ain't got to drop on anybody here, do you?
I
Like I need to know something.
This is the blessing. This is the blessing part of those interviews, you know? This is the blessing part of that podcast.
Right. Well, I'm saying in my personal business, you can either do the dirt or you can know the dirt. I'm one of the chosen high-ranked know the dirt individuals, right? And so dirt responds as they should when the vacuum walks in.
Nah, come on. Are you a rapper? You rap on the side?
Clearly, sir, yes. No, I still rap. Currently, No, I'm saying currently. Yeah. But my point was that I came to deliver an interview having seen some of my competitors and peers get on that same court and do a performance that involved my name. And so once 6 or 7 of you have made this same violation, it's my job as the king to show up and chastise thee. This is my job. I'm supposed to come in and restore order because that's my position. The fact that it's ignored by the clowns because they all...
Whoa. He's a comedian. He's an entertainer. And just like on stage, there's commentary or whatever to what's going on in the world. Some of the best comedians, or at least the ones I like to watch, are the ones that kind of take the current events. Like, you know, the people who talk about their families and all of that stuff, whatever, is cool. But I've always liked the guys like Chris Rock, Dave Chappelle, Katt Williams now, like, you know what I mean? That kind of will dive into certain like things going on in society and you know, breaking it down. But Katt is kind of like being a little modest or whatever and shit, my nigga. You start dumping the bias and then walk away or whatever while everybody's watching. Then you stand behind the yellow. Katt Williams is like the nigga that was smoking, nigga. And then when the police are there and they got the yellow tape up, he's standing behind the tape with everybody else or whatever, like he trying to figure out what's going on when he was there.
In the same frat, comedically, like that's all well and good. I don't care nothing about none of that, but the job still needs to be done. And if God lets me know it's a good time for that, that's how I'm going to write it up and deliver it. So I didn't know anything Shannon was going to say. I didn't know what questions he was going to ask. Like there was no conversation. Like,
right.
Yeah.
What was the impetus behind that? Like, what made you say, like you said, like you basically answered the question already, but what made you say, all right, man, enough is enough. I've heard y'all say this and that and mention my name, or you know what I mean, and it's all false. I gotta come up here and set the record straight. Did you go up there with that intention, or was that something that just happened naturally through the conversation?
If there is a God side and the other side, if there are moral things and things that are immoral, if there is this side or that side, it can't be left up to thought process. I'm an enforcer on this side. I'm not only on God's side, I'm active, right? And so comedically, that means that, you know how sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. Mm-hmm. We traffic in words. I can get up with these words and end your legacy.
We've seen it.
I don't care how long. Right, because if it's built on sand.
Comedic ether.
It just is.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna feel any type of way by exposing your hand. That's how this game works. I don't mean to break your ankles, but if I cross you over, I just did, didn't I? Take it how you want to take it. Don't get mad at my little celebration.
fucking third eye on this bitch. You know what I'm saying? It's a reason. It's a reason. I ain't like
Gotta act pineal gland.
That eye's powerful.
Let me tell you something, man. Like, the fallout from that interview, it almost felt like prophecy for a lot of people. Like, it was my first time hearing those things.
Yeah.
And I didn't do no Googles or wasn't really in social media or keeping up on any of that stuff. I look at it and be like, it felt like prophecy. Like, as the year went on, things that you said in that interview, headline after headline.
You mean like Diddy going to jail or TDJ stepping down? Which one?
I mean, it was all there. It was all there. And then, like, every time you see like hashtag Katt was right, Katt tried. They have the
for real, because even when Uncle Murder did the wrap up, you know what I mean? That was kind of the premise of it. It was based on everything Katt Williams said, and that shit low key happened.
The clip.
I'm only trying to tell the truth.
How many of those you get a day though? Katt was right.
I don't look at it like that. I don't own the information. I'm very firm that I'm on God's side. So consequently, it's never a problem trying to be humble. I'm always humble. Like, I know I ain't shit. I know why I'm special. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? I connect to that source every day. Me and God are in a conversation about this adventure that I'm on and how this can go, and him giving me these opportunities, like with this Shannon thing, to speak globally and to show the fact that my words and your words are not the same. I can say some things articulately for a long period of time and still be saying something. And at the end of the day, little boy, nobody's checking for you because you're not liable to say nothing.
Right.
You're either not allowed to say nothing because of the relationships you have in business, or you're not man enough to do it, or your friends is bitch ass niggas, so you feel allegiance to, but for whatever those reasons are, neutrality is what you don't get to have. Pick a side, right? And so when I'm talking about these Illuminati conversations, that's just to get those things out there in real conversation. I didn't invent these things, and I'm not the reason they exist. But my job as a public official is to find out what the truth is about things and reveal that to us that care about that sort of thing.
Why is it that there's not as many people like you that will come out and say, yo, listen, I don't give a fuck. This is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Because they'll kill you. And it's not a joke, and it's not like, no, because a life doesn't mean anything to them. It's easy for them to do. They're adept at doing a ditty, getting rid of you and not having no handprints on it. Like this is how they traffic. And so you will have to really not be scared. Not be acting like you're not scared. You'd have to really be too stupid to be scared. You see what I'm saying? I'm backed by,
like the great Bernie Mac said, I ain't scared of you motherfuckers.
by God, so I don't even know how to have the fear you need me to have.
But it's that stupidity. That ain't stupid if you backed by God.
Hey, I just put it out there for the idiots to have something to grasp onto. But what I'm saying is, if my only belief is in God, then how I'm gonna be scared?
So that's Katt Williams or whatever. Seems like not much of a change. I mean, Katt was already Katt Williams before the Shannon Sharpe interview. I think it did a hell of a lot more for Shannon Sharpe's platform than it did for Katt Williams per se. It made him sought after. It made people want to, ask more questions that maybe Shannon didn't ask. But for the most part, that's what it is. But Yeah, you know, a lot of people be scared to, you know, I guess especially people like that are really in the industry, they scared to like say certain shit because it could mean the unemployment line for them. You understand? Like, but like DMX said in the Westwood clip that we played about him talking about the Ja Rule incident in Chicago, I'm not industry rapper. I'm a rapper in the industry. I've never considered myself to be in the industry. I'm just a nigga that, I'm just a nigga that has some talent and was already industrious through, you know, previous endeavors in the streets and whatnot, and just figured out how to monetize my talent. You know what I mean? Now, I always tell people, and I always tell other artists or whatever, or other people who are trying to get in the entertainment space, whether it be comedy, acting, all of that, is this. You may not get the big check like the Drakes or the Tyler Perrys or, you know, whoever, you know, is with, right? But you can find a way to make a comfortable living off of doing what you love doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, that can be done. So, you know, but you know, these people, like, they acquire a whole lifestyle. They're trying to keep up with the Joneses, so they're gonna go, even though, you know, they're gonna go and get the 7,000 square foot house, you know what I mean, and all of this other shit. And some people, you know, it's just leveraging taxes and all that, right? You know, because a lot of times these artists don't go broke off of like spending as much as they do spending on top of taxes. Like, you might have, you know, took that little grace period, and then the next year you still making money and shit. So now you gotta pay what you owed last year and this year. And by the time you done bought a house and got all these cars and, you know, the jewelry's on credit, everything or whatever, gotta be paid at the first of the month. You know what I mean? You might not be able to afford it and still sustain all that shit. And now it's become a part of your image. But I say that to say that, you know, it's the dependency, right, that make people scared to look at, to, you know, speak out about certain bullshit that they see in the game. You know, as far as not just like the freako shit, you know what I mean, or the freak off shit, but just, you know, the blackballing, the politics and all of that. Because, you know, I've definitely suffered, you know, due to politics or whatever, but like I said, I'm gonna make that shit work. You know what I mean? Like, one way or another, you gonna get this back. You know, but yeah, and then, you know, niggas is pussy. That's a big part of it too. You know, they don't want to burn no bridges or feel like this person is important. Like, it's a lot of people right now who, if Diddy gets out, like, in the next year or so, and concerts and all that, it's gonna be a lot of people that are gonna be backtracking. You know, it's gonna be weird to see how, you know, how things go for him once he's back in the free world and all that. But yeah, so Katt called it, you know what I mean? And I guess we'll see. I mean, 2025 is practically over. We're in the middle of the 7th month, 5 months to go before you know it. Kids will be going back to school. We'll be back to Christmas shopping. And people will be getting ready to misspend some of that income tax money all over again. But yeah, so moving forward, last clip we got might finish a little early today, but we got King Tut, Brooklyn legend, New York legend. The first Mafia Material profile piece was on King Tut, so you know you could say he kind of kicked it off. And that was kind of due to when he got out, when his sentence was commuted from 4 life sentences to time served after I think 27 years. I did a piece on him because in the song Strike Back on the first Wake Up, well, the Wake Up Deluxe, I had the line where I say, Auntie used to call me King Tut, and that's before that. And I kind of broke down in the joint, in the Mafia Material piece, that was the inspiration behind it, and how my auntie didn't even know who King Tut is. Like, you know, she a whole evangelist, pastor, and all that. But yeah, and that's how it started, bro. And then from there, I did Ali Adam, you know what I mean, which we covered, you know, which we still been going back and forth with, you know what I mean, for one reason or another. You know, he's staying in the algorithm. Since then, Tut and Mac Mama, or Coach Coco, you know what I mean, they started the King Tut channel. They've been posting content, following, you know, all the community work Bro's been doing since his release, so y'all can check that out. But got a clip here of King Tut with his comrades and everything like that, man. And I like to end things, you know, lately I've been kind of getting into this routine of ending the show on a bright note, you know, a light note, all pun intended. So, yeah, man, we're going to get into it. A lot of these guys did a lot of time and gave a lot of time back. Some of them were supposed to die in the pen. So, you know, we're going to get into, you know, their words for the community, for the youth and all that. And, yeah, Daylight TV, man. Rise and Grind Live show.
Okay. Yeah.
Listen, I'm going to say this, right? This is Brooklyn's finest right now. And I want y'all to...
Okay. Yeah.
Listen here. I'm gonna say this, right? This is Brooklyn's finest right now, and I want y'all to acknowledge this, right? Right here is about over 150 years, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Listen here. I'm gonna say this, right? This is Brooklyn's finest right now, and I want y'all to acknowledge this, right? Right here is about over 150 years, right? Incarceration, right? But this right here is God's testimony that God is real. That's how we here. So you know.
So collect 150 years that all of these dudes have served.
But after all those time, all those years, all those struggles, this is God's different plan. This is God's plan.
Okay.
Right? They had a plan. God had a different plan. This is where we at. So let this be that testimony.
Okay. Right? So when you say 150 years of time, how much time you did?
25.
Okay.
All right. 32 straight.
Wow.
Strong 32.
25, 30. So that's 57. Tut, I think, did 27. Damn near 30. So 14, 64, 2, that's 80. Yeah, so that's 84. And I get these two to make up the rest of it.
Wow. 19?
Little bit here and there.
Okay, but that's right.
Don't be putting me in that.
Don't put you in that. Okay. All right. Uh-huh.
This is testimony that Allah, God, right,
Mm-hmm.
has prepared, preserved, and provided us with the necessities, right, for our purpose. Come together and help make right and make wrong.
dude in the blue shirt at the end, he said he did like a little bid here and there, but he probably was doing like 5 at a time, 10. You know what I mean? Some crazy shit. Bud did 19. So just with these 4, that's like 100 years. You know what I mean? That's crazy. And niggas still out on the street. You know what I mean? Looking strong, healthy. You know what I mean?
That's right. That's right.
Okay.
And our ignorance.
That's right.
That's right.
Look at my boy. Look like he's 25.
That's right.
Yeah.
King, what you got to say about this? This your first time seeing your comrade?
I feel great being amongst my brothers, you know. This is a surreal moment for me because I ain't even supposed to be here. Most of us not even supposed to be here because of all the things we've been through and seen and experienced. But we here, and like the brother said, it's a testimony.
It's about perseverance.
Okay.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Fortitude, stay in power.
That's right.
And
That's
that
right.
goes to say mind elevation and constant elevation. You understand?
Okay, okay.
And I stand on that to say I learned from these brothers. So try to tell a young brother, don't try to do the same things. Change the game. Shoot shots like Kobe. Get to know me.
That's right.
Okay.
Okay. Brother Raheem, I see you in the background, but you ain't saying nothing.
Come on now. You ain't gonna be shy about this.
I was like, you know, like the brother said, man, you know, alhamdulillah, all peace and blessings, man, from the Creator. I would like to say this here, right? It was a pleasure today, man. I ain't seen see this brother right here since probably about 2011, 2012, somewhere like that, you know. And to see him out here, see him strong, his spirit, he ain't broke down. He ain't, you know what I mean, you know, his back ain't, you know what I mean, ain't hurt, his feet ain't hurt, man, walking straight head up, man. You know what I mean? You know, that's a blessing.
That's a blessing.
Mr. Raheem.
Take care of your body, y'all. Like, one thing I did see in the pen was a lot of dudes who preserve themselves and shit. You know what I mean? You know, I guess because got nothing but that time, kind of focused on how to, you know, get better with time. You know, that you want to hit the, you know, you lost a lot or whatever, and then you know there's a bad world out there, so you know, dudes are trying to prepare themselves for that. You know. So yeah, take care of your body. It's the only one you got.
Real world. This is our Philly connection right here.
Okay, yeah, that's the Philly connection.
Collaborations.
What you said, King?
That's right.
I said like Comrade George said, we remain unbroken.
Amen.
I know that's
Yes,
right.
sir.
All right, Bebo.
Yeah, I just thought I'd share that little cool moment, bro. You know, a bunch of dudes cross paths, like, you know, in the penal system and everything. And, you know, it's just cool to see guys, like, reunite, especially when they, society had their way or the system had their way. They wouldn't even be back on the street. You know what I mean? So shout out to King Tuck, man. Shout out to Mac Mama, all the legends and everything like that. You know, Brother Raheem out of Philly and all that. Shit, what time? Okay, yeah, we right on timing with it. Shit, 10:55. Said 9 to 11. We started on time today. You know, I was on point today, but I told y'all I was gonna get this shit. You know, get it right, get it tight. You feel me? I was so on point today, I actually got to use a photo for the cover of today's episode wearing the same outfit that I got on right now. So, yeah, dog. What? That's pretty much today's show. As far as the videos and content and etc. a couple of announcements. I'm gonna be dropping my first piece of exclusive content in the membership section of the channel. I'll drop a couple of like little short clips and everything like that, let y'all know what I'm working with. And it kind of tied into something that I've been hearing in a lot of cases, something I heard today, like, playing the Katt Williams and you got to tell your story, because if not, people will spin their own narrative. And in my situation, when it comes to certain people from my past, motherfuckers won't say the shit publicly. You know what I mean? Because they know, for one, I'm a receipt king, but two, I'm like that. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm not protecting nobody, because ain't nobody ever tried to protect me. And then, with the thing where I was gonna leave certain shit alone until I started finding out, like certain little funny shit going on, in the behind the scenes and all that, right? And this clip deals with one person, and when y'all see this, y'all will know that this is the person, or y'all should know that this is the person who I'm mentioning, the alleged kingpin in the South Side joint. But like I said, because I didn't say the name in the South Side joint, like when I ended it, I said, I ain't got to say your name, you got mine in your mouth. Your daddy died with no legs, now your time running out. Where we going? Where we going? You know what I mean? We're gonna go in the mud with it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but that was so that's the intro I've been playing, the South Side joint. I might play that shit or whatever before I get out of here. And yeah, man. Actually, I'll post a little reel or whatever. I'll post it in the short or whatever. But that's pretty much the show for today, man. Shout out to everybody that, pulled up and tuned in. Shout out to everybody, whatever, who, watched the live stream after it's streamed. Hit that like and subscribe button, smash that notification bell if you're really mobbing with the content. It's your boy Daylight. As always, stay dangerous so you can be safe. Daylight TV. I totally fucked that up. Hit that like and subscribe button, smash that notification bell if you're really mobbing with the content. Daylight TV. I'm out.